welcome back to Sensibly Frugal Living. Today I have 3 tight budget meals for you using tinned potatoes, and each one is going to be used in a different way, so you might find something that will suit your family, because I know not everybody likes these. I get comments about that quite a lot, but you can spice these up, spruce them up and make some budget meals out of them. So stick around for the video and see what I come up with. First up, I'm going to be making patties. So it's potato, tuna, grated carrot and onion patties. These can be used as a side for anything, whether you're doing sausages. I usually do it with a fried egg, but today I'm going to show you how to make the patties. And yes, it's using the tin of potatoes, not mashed potato, and I'll show you how. First, I grate the carrot. You can omit this part if you don't like carrot, or if your children won't eat the patties with carrot in them, but it does bulk it out and make the tuna and potato stretch further. And I just slice up the spring onions. It all bulks it out, it all makes it stretch further. You can also play around with the ingredients if you'd like to change it up or use what you have. Red onion, white onion, swap out the tuna for some bacon bits, whatever takes your fancy. So you need to drain the tuna and drain off the potatoes. I also use some kitchen roll just to make sure I get any excess water off them. And then I just use a fork and I start mashing them. They're quite soft potatoes that have been canned, so they're nice and easy to mash with a fork. Once it's mashed, flake in your tuna, add in your onion and carrots and give it a good old mix all together. And then you have to get your hands in there, get a bit dirty and combine all the ingredients really well. Make sure it's all mixed together thoroughly. I actually just fried some of this off, like a bit like a mashed potato or a bubble and squeak to have with my salad, but I'm going to show you how to make the patties with what's left. I forgot to film my sort of like bubble and squeak with my salad, but it's basically just plopping this in a pan and frying it all off. And yeah, so I'm going to make the patties now. So add an egg, as that's like a binding agent. Give it a good mix in. I'm only using a small amount of oil, otherwise they just go in the oil. So just a tiny amount, heat it up, and then we'll get cracking. This is what they look like in the pan. Obviously I ate half of my mix for my lunch, so you can make 10 from what I used. You want to cook them until they're nice and crispy on the bottom before you flip them, and then do the same on the other side. And of course you can make these smaller or larger. You could do one big one if you wanted and just slice it up. The choice is yours. Flipping them is the tricky bit. You want to do it without breaking them if you can, and they should look this crispy on both sides. So there you have it. These are potato, tuna, carrot and spring onion patties. Like I said, you can serve these with a fried egg. You can serve them with salad or even a side of baked beans, whatever you like. These are super tasty and a great way of using tinned potatoes. My second use of a tin of new potatoes is to make a potato salad. I have a little bit of a different idea. I saw this once and I am a huge mint sauce fan. So if you like mint sauce, you will love this. Mint sauce, mayonnaise, spring onions. And this makes a brilliant side for salad, sausage roll. I'm going to be eating my potato salad with a pork pie on the side. Most canned potatoes are parboiled, so I do like to cook these before allowing them to cool for the potato salad. If you're happy to eat them straight out of the can, that's great. I'm not. I'm going to cook mine and let them cool, so I'm cooking them in the morning ahead of lunchtime. Whilst the potatoes are boiling, I'm going to prep some onions to go in the fridge with the potatoes until later. You can add any extras you want. You can add garlic, red onion, herbs, anything like that. Now's the time to get it prepped and get it ready for lunch or tea. I'm just using what I have in the fridge as I didn't want to go and buy any extras. We are on a tighter budget month as we have extra things to pay for this month, such as my son going to London with his football team and things like that. I will be doing a video on my tight budget month very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. You can chop your spring onions a lot finer than this if you like, but I do love spring onions, so I do like a bit of a hit when I crunch down on them. So that's the potatoes cooling and the spring onions chopped, so this will go in the fridge until lunchtime now. So these have been in the fridge and cooled, and any big ones I like to chop them in half just so they're a bit more manageable. So I do that throughout just to make them bite size. And the next step is super simple. Add in all the spring onions and I'm going to coat them in mayonnaise and then put a little bit of mint sauce on. Start with a little bit and build it up for your taste. Don't go in too heavy. Another recipe I use sometimes is mayonnaise and mustard powder. That is lovely. Mayonnaise, mustard, a little bit of onion, spring onion and some garlic. That makes a lovely potato salad as well. But as it's quite hot and sunny today, I think the mint sauce is quite refreshing. And if you like mint sauce, you will definitely like this. So that's the perfect amount for me. It's minty enough. It's got enough of a coating. Some people have it so like it's green. That's a bit too strong for me, but this is how I like it. So there you have it, pork pies with tinned potatoes that I've made into a mint, spring onion and mayonnaise potato salad. So one tin easily does 2 people. I could probably do 3 if I stretched it a bit further, but as there's only 2 of us today, I'm having a nice generous helping. And this is super yummy and a great way to use tin potatoes. So the third and final way we're going to use this tin of new potatoes is to make some herby, garlicky, roasted potatoes in the air fryer. This is a super easy one. You can do these in the oven, but I think it's quicker and easier in the air fryer. Sorry if you can hear my children, they're playing in the garden. It's a nice sunny day. So all I'm going to do is combine the oil, garlic paste, herbs and salt in a bowl first up. So it's kind of, I'm just eyeballing it, enough to coat the potatoes. Add a bit of everything in to taste. You could do this with paprika as well if that's the taste you wanted to go for. Ooh, nice and garlicky. Give it a good old stir in. Or it's already smelling lush. If you love garlic bread, anything like that, you'll love these. Herby roasted tin potatoes are great to put alongside a roast dinner, obviously, or if you've just got some bacon, some sausage, anything. It makes a great side for things like that. All you need to do is drain the potatoes and then I pour them out into a dish that is lined with kitchen roll and I just get any excess water off them. And then you just pop them in the oil, give them a really good stir about, get them really well coated. If you've got like a silicone insert for your air fryer, just tip it straight in. What I like to do is place them in my air fryer and then I give them an extra coating with the oil, but I don't want loads of oil just sitting in the bottom of my air fryer. And it really is that simple to make these. So there's my potatoes covered in oil, herbs, garlic and salt. And I'm going to put them on the roast option. And I'm just going to keep an eye on them, keep checking them to see when they're done. And here we have the garlic and herb roasted tin potatoes. These are yummy. I definitely recommend making these. So there you have my 3 ways of using tin potatoes. If you have any of your own, please leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you on the next video.